Hi everyone. I'm just going to show you a couple of things. I got a couple of packages today. I got a package from Lockout 1963 Cat, and I'm going to show that in the next video I make, because I'm going to use some of the stuff is for the kids, so I'm going to have them help out with that one. But this is just some other stuff that I've been working on, and just thought I'd show you guys. And then a package I got from Shannon Patterson. She sent me these 3 bags of baggies, Ziploc baggies. Aren't they cute? That was so sweet of her. And I didn't realize that I had looked and I had pulled them out, and then I put them back in the little envelope, which this is what it came in. And when I went to pull them out the second time, I kind of jumped because I didn't expect what else was in the bag. I didn't see these before. Aren't these so cute? Yeah, but this one fell out, and I kind of got a little fright, I guess. Thank you again for those. Those will come in handy. Like I said, my dollar store started selling them for a minute, like last month, and then when I went back this month, there wasn't even a spot for them. So yeah, all they had were these ones, these little teeny itty bitty ones, and you know, I can use those, so I got those, but that was the last package of those that they had. I was working on these little pies. This is a cherry pie. Here is I don't know. You can't really see all the detail, but that's cherry pie. And I did these pies, and then I put resin over top of them. So yeah, they're really, really cute. And here's a little blueberry pie with no lattice top. Here are some pumpkin pies. And here's the little boxes. I've been making the boxes for the pies. And see, there's a little skull on there for a hole punched for Halloween or whatever, you know. And then there's a little pumpkin pie, and I put it in I basically shrink wrapped the pie, and then it has a little clear window here of acetate, or on some of them I'm putting acetate on there so that it has a little window. See? And then I'm just waiting to get some ribbon so I can, you know, put a little finishing touch on there. And then here's the brain pie with the same window. I could have probably made the box just a little bit taller. And I did the same thing to those. And then here is a blueberry pie with lattice top, and then there's some like, I want to say like cellophane paper inside there around the pie. And then I put the window, and then I tied it off with ribbon, and I did the Pearl-Ex powders around, you know, around the box. And since it's not daytime, the camera just blows, and I don't have a light in this room. But yeah, it has its own little pie box, big pie box. This is for an American Doll, and this is for Rebeckah from Facebook. And yeah, so this is for her daughter. It's considerably bigger. Let me see here. This is a little cherry pie. So that's the difference in the size of the packaging and everything. So I hope she's happy with that. I have a couple more things I'm going to add with that for her daughter. Let me see here. I made these little biscuits, and then I colored them with chalk pastels. And then let me see here. And then I did this with some Martha Stewart air dry clay. And so that is the marshmallow. And then here is the chocolate bar. And here is another biscuit. Oh, there you go. Little s'mores. And so, yeah, there's that. And then I had a couple more things I was going to throw in with that so she could use with her American Doll. Here are some little miniature chocolates. Oops. With the little cancer ribbons on there, and some hearts. And so I'm going to make some little candy boxes, like a little chocolate box with little spaces, and I'm going to put them in their own little brown papers, you know, like chocolates are, and so it'll be like a little box of chocolates, and then also some other, you know, chocolate bars. This is actually bigger than the one that's on the s'mores. See, it's just a fraction of the size. So yeah. So I hope she'll be happy with that. And let me see, put this stuff away. And then I worked on a couple of resin boxes because I got a new mold, and I'm not quite sure how I like it. Like the idea of it and the boxes are cool, but the molds, either it's all me, or maybe a little bit. Maybe she needs to work on the mold just a tad bit more. But I love the idea, and it wasn't going to stop me from doing the mold. But I only think I have maybe one more pour in them before I have to throw them away, because I kind of beat them up trying to get them out, and they've cracked and they have holes and stuff. But I'll buy them again, you know, even as they are, because I still want to play with them some more. So here's the first one, or here's one. And what I noticed that I did, at first I thought this is how the lid's supposed to fit on. Like see, here's the box. It's the square box. And I thought this was how the lid was supposed to fit on, just up over top. But then it doesn't look quite right. So I think I should have poured with the mold the other way, so that it would have just been a straight up square. And then I'll just put something on the underside of the lid so it doesn't slide off. So, but this way it works cool. See, I did like a nighttime theme, and then I put some stuff down here inside of the box itself, so it would kind of look like shadows, like at night, like mountains and hills and whatnot, and all the sides are different. And then I hung these little stars. This is supposed to be like the night, and this has glow-in-the-dark powders in it and stuff. I don't know if it'll take a charge just quite yet, but I put a glow-in-the-dark star on top, and I put glow-in-the-dark powder inside. So let's see if it'll see the star glows, the big star, but the powder kind of settled, and so it settled to like right here, and some on this side, and I didn't put any glow-in-the-dark in here, and so yeah, it glows, but it needs more of a charge, and I haven't given it that. And yeah, but it's still a work in progress. It's not the best of the best. I sanded more here, so I'm going to have to recoat with resin so that it's not so, and it needs, I don't know, it needs a lot more sanding and more resining before it's done. I was just playing around, checking the colors, checking how the boxes came out and whatnot. Here is the other box. It's rounded. And it's really a cool box. I mean, this is a bottle cap with the pie in it, and so it fits that, and I don't know, let's see how many it fits. Maybe 4 of the pies, you know. So it's cute for small jewelry and whatnot, or whatever you want to put in it. And then I did the same thing with the lid. I poured it probably the wrong way. I should have probably poured the inside instead of the opposite way. I thought it was cool because it would fit this way. And yeah, I took a break from sanding, so my pieces are way not finished there. But yeah, but I mean, it fits on here a little loose, so I'm guessing it should have been poured the other way. But there's still stuff I can do with it. It's just I'm not playing with it right now. I got to give resin a break. I had a little bit of a reaction. I don't know, you might be able to tell. I don't know. Anyways, I had a reaction to the resin, and so I'm waiting for that to go away before I play with more resin. Yeah, gloves, 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 everybody, gloves. But, yeah, that's the box. This is the part I made for the lid. But it also can be set like this. But if I would... Here's another one, same box. See, it fits perfect in here. You know what I mean? And then you can get another... You can do the lid again, like this. Let's see. Like, you can fit it in here. I don't know, could do something like that. But my daughter said these would look like cute coasters. But, yeah, I was just messing around with it. A little cellophane, clear with the white in the back. But, you know, not when you have to play around with. There's so many things you can do with this mold. I just wish it had more life in the mold. But I've tried freezing. I've tried everything, and it just wasn't happening for me anyways. Maybe everybody else will have better luck with that one. And for those who've been asking, can you write on resin, or can you use resin, use a Sharpie on resin? Yes, you can. Here's a light switch. I just did a bunch of doodling with the black Sharpie. It worked. You know, and then I coated it over with resin. You have to let the Sharpie dry all the way. If you don't let it dry all the way, it's going to smear, it's going to run, and it's not going to work. But I've even let my kids write on, I'd pour a little bit of resin, let them write on it, and then I would encapsulate it with resin. And it did not smear, nothing, but I let it dry overnight. So, so I knew it was completely dry. So it can be done. A lot of people say it can't. It can. I've done it. I've done it to where it failed. I've done it to where it ran. And so, you know, you gotta let it dry very, very well before you go and pour resin on it, or it's gonna smear. Shannon, here's for your daughter. I'm still trying to figure out how to package these up so that these little worms, the little earthworms on here. Let me see. So little earthworms in here do not. Let me see here. Little earthworms don't break because they're super fragile. I mean, they even have that their little belly for earthworms. I don't know if you can see that. And I found that, you know, if you're not even if you are super careful, those little, it's breaking right above or below the little, let me see, the bellies of the earthworms. And so I got a couple in there, and they're sticking out. Let me see here. And they're, you know, one has already broken off, and I'm kind of upset about that, but I don't want to mess with it too much. Because I thought about gluing it back on, but I don't know if it would look right, so I'll just leave it be. And I did a little dollop of Whipple on top, and I put the 2 eyeballs, and it's a little green pie. And then I did the guts, or your intestines, and eyeballs instead of spaghetti and meatballs. So that's how that one turned out, with a little bit of green sauce on there. It's hard to see the green sauce, but in person you can see it. And I put it on its own plate. So, yeah, that one will be easier to package up. I will figure out how to package the other one so it doesn't break. And here's another American Girl doll pie. It's a cherry pie. I was just messing around, so I didn't add enough cherries. But it has resin in there over top of the cherries, and it's got colored glaze in there also. So, yeah, and then I just basically shrink wrapped it. A little bit primitive, but, you know, I'm still practicing with that. Alright, on to my next video of the box from Cat. So, thank you for watching. Bye.